Chris Boden. Welcome to today's Captain's Blog. It is Saturday, March 2nd, 1300 hours, and Name Not Found is here. So, what the hell?
Oh, Daniel D. Jager asked in IRC, hey, is anyone here in Ann Arbor? I said, yeah, I'm in Ann Arbor. And then he said, can you take a packet, pick up a package and then drive it out here? So, here you go.
Thank you. This is, what's your first name?
Jeremy.
This is Jeremy, so say hi to the blog.
Hello.
And Daniel D. Jager, Dan, is a regular donor. He's a serial donor. Now, where does he live?
Seattle?
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
It was like he was out on the left coast somewhere, but... Dear Chris, this package is a bit of a story. I purchased this rubium frequency standard off eBay with the intent of making a Stradium 0-to-1 time server, but unlike every other site in the world, the shipping info was not pulled from my PayPal account. The shipping was pulled from my eBay account, which I had apparently not used since September-October of 2009. It was shipped to my mailbox in Ann Arbor. I was panicking until I finally came up with the idea of just having a local geek group member pick it up for me and deliver it to you. I would much rather have it in your hands than the hands of whoever owns box 202 at the safe storage. So with the help of great and wonderful Name Not Found, the Geek Group is now the proud owner of a time standard with a drift accuracy of less than 1 millisecond over a year. Shit. Make good use of it. I think I'll find a welcome home down the electronics lab. Actually, Daniel, what I'm going to do is something even nicer than that. I am going to set this aside. It will be given to our shipping department, and it will make its way to you presently. Thank you, sir. Thank you for getting it this far. We're going to ship it off to Dan so that he can have his time standard. Because while it is absolutely awesome, he wanted this for a project he's building, and I want to see the project that he's building. So I'm sure I have your address somewhere on something that you've sent us, but send me a private message and email it to me. You know how to get a hold of me, and we'll get this right off to you. All right, so that's the weirdest viewer mail for the day because Dan's a dick and an Indian giver, but you know, hey. Hang out, enjoy the tour. They're hanging. We're doing the tour now. I have to do the public tour. Are there other people up in the lobby?
I didn't see anyone.
Okay, cool. God, I hope it's slow down. But we're hanging tarps in the CNC area. We're doing Genlock in a big way up in Master Control, and you get to see all the cool things in real life that you've only gotten to see in video. So, in fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you the blog camera. Sure. Go show people the lab.
All right.
Here, give me just a second. I'll show you how to use this.
Sure.
Hold it like this, not like this because the microphones are on top.
Yeah.
Don't hold it here, hold it here. Because if you hold it, you know how when you watch it and you hear like Batman and Dave, yeah, that's that. If it says rec there, you're recording. When you want to stop recording, press. All right, that's Omni.
Thank you.
Do what she tells you. Enjoy yourself, and don't steal my camera. I know where you live. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna take this and give it to Moose right now. Omni dog. Here, follow me up to the CNC shop. Omni puppy. Hey, Moose. I have a weird one for you. There's the story. It's right here. Please mail this to Daniel D. Jager. As soon as This is Jeremy, I think.
Yeah.
He's Name Not Found in the IRC. He just brought this here from Ann Arbor because Daniel D. Jager apparently went to U of M or something. This shipped to his old address, and it's a very, very delicate, special thing, and he needs it. So, yeah.
I know Jeremy, he's my friend.
Yeah, I've been there a few times, 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
He has the coolest little ones.
Yeah? Okay.
So we gotta go another foot over.
Well, let's look around, Omni. Jeff is much larger in real life. The air raid siren. That's Moose's Geek Group symbol. She did that on the, I think the big CNC. Some people in the IRC have asked for a small little tour of the catacombs. I'm gonna assume that's the basement, so here's robotics. Gonna take a quick little run. Come on. The green floor actually curves, which is really weird to walk on. Here's the wood from the distance. It's a lot of wood. See, wood. Lots of wood. And let's go this way, which is straight up. I'm gonna find other locations and record then. Continuing from the lobby, let's go downstairs to the catacombs. It's a bit dark down here. Okay, I think this is chemistry. That leads to the side parking lot. Oh, the computer lab's actually downstairs. Did not know that. I was thinking it was upstairs for some reason. Apparently, bathroom down here. An empty dark room, not really, yeah. IRC mentioned safety dinosaurs, so safety dinosaurs. Safety dinosaurs. I'll see if I can find more. And yes, the IRC terminals are actually TTYs. Cool. Giving Jordan a tour. So, you watched the Captain's Vlog at all?
No, I haven't seen any of the videos. I just, I was looking for some sort of a makerspace in Grand Rapids, and this is what I found on the internet, and I just wanted to come check it out, and I'm pretty certain that I'm gonna get a membership. I just wanted to come check it out.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, just see what's up, and so far it's, it took me about 5 seconds to realize that this is exactly what I was looking for. There's just stuff everywhere.
Oh yeah.
every tool and machine you could possibly want.
I've just been looking. This is robotics, also known as the big surplus area.
Okay, cool.
I've just been looking around, looking at motors and everything right now.
That's
As you can tell, this is the wood. This was actually the flooring for, you know, the big MDH, the big room over there. There was a basketball court at one time, and this was the floor. Now then they chopped it up, and you can actually buy pieces of this online.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess like my biggest questions or the things I wanted to see the most are like the wood shop and machine shop, and you know I checked that out just a second ago with Chris and saw the CNCs and stuff like that. But I mean, this place is huge. You guys have a ton of stuff.
Yes, they do. Yes.
So
you're looking. Go on. Did they
I'm
show?
looking to like make furniture and stuff like that.
Did you saw the wood shop?
I haven't seen the wood shop yet. I saw the machine shop and like the robot and all that good stuff.
Let's go see the wood shop then. I think I know where it is.
Okay.
It's probably this way.
Yeah, more likely, but
Yeah, I think it's here. Yep. The nice wood carved doors tells me that this is. Oh, this is the. I think this is the wood. No, it's not the wood shop. This is the wood shop. I knew it was around here somewhere.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, the way, if I remember correctly, it was set out so that you can go from one station to the next as you're finishing your project.
Sure, sure. Yeah, sweet.
There's and also when you're done with your project, you can paint it. They've got a nice paint booth. Like, oh, that's right through there. They set up in one of the bathrooms.
Awesome.
This used to be a YMCA. This was a YMCA at one point.
Oh, okay.
So
Now it's
yeah,
a powder coating room.
yeah, pretty much.
The maker space.
Yeah,
This is hilarious, but awesome.
yeah, paint booths and paint whatever. Yeah, that is what. That was one of the periodic tables that Moose was making. So they sold these online using the CNC machine.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So are you interested in high voltage things like Tesla coils, electronics? Is that stuff you want to see also?
Yeah, sure. I mean, like, I want to see it all.
Sure.
Yeah, like I said, my main interest is
The wood shop.
the wood shop and the machine shop and stuff, but I have a little bit of history with electronics and Arduino.
Okay,
and
I'm going the
stuff
wrong
like
way.
that. And I'm trying to get into that, but
Yeah, I know a little bit about programming, enough to get me into trouble, not enough to actually do something useful. Okay. Yeah. It's a big place. You get lost.
is.
Oh, one thing you should note, there's cameras like all over this place.
Okay.
You're pretty much guaranteed to be online one point or another.
That's fine.
Yeah. Members can actually log in and view any of the cameras at any time. Or at least that's the goal. I'm not sure if it's actually working yet. Oh, yeah, this was actually carved on that big sheet router.
Okay.
It's a map of the world, topographic map.
So it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I just came here to look around a little bit. Okay, let's go down.
So hectic. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Just like you can tell how many projects are going on simultaneously.
Oh, there's so many projects going on. Okay. I should have brought my coat. I forgot it's cold down here. I don't know if these rooms are actually usable or not. Oh, it's just another staircase. There's a warning label. Don't remove anything. Computer surplus.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They do, people donate, and people and companies donate. They go through it and they put a lot of it down here.
Nice.
Musical instruments, computers, everything.
Great. Postage boxes.
Yeah. Let's see. There's a room right there, but it's dark, no lights, and there's really nothing in it.
Yeah.
This is the chemistry lab. It's also the way to go through to go get to anything else. Also, apparently, it's the kitchen.
So it would seem.
Yeah. Well, why not? This room I think is pretty much still getting into. People they're still trying to make it work and everything.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a lot of little projects, and that's the electronics room. We can go through, but it's really cramped if you want to go through. Did you want to go through and see it?
It's okay. I'll check it out some other time. I'll take your word for it.
Sorry.
Yeah. maze-like.
Oh yeah, and this is the computer shop. You can we can actually go in there if you want.
Sure, check it out.
Yeah. Hi.
Hello. Help you?
Just kind of giving him a tour, a little.
Okay. You guys volunteers or?
I don't know. I'm a member. He's looking to become a member.
Okay.
So, and Chris gave me his blog cam.
Just wondering. Yeah. Just wondering. Sometimes we get people wandering around the building and have no idea where they are or what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yes. Can come here. You can come here and like program on the computers, right? If you wanted to, or
At this point, probably not.
oh, okay.
You know, it's a computer lab, yes,
Yeah.
but it's a computer shop, number one.
Okay.
So that's what it's evolving to be.
All right.
Everything's a work in progress, of course.
Of course. Cool.
Yeah, that's definitely almost a motto here. Everything's changing, constant state of change.
Yes,
It's like a derivative or something.
Yeah.
Cool, thanks, man.
Yeah.
So, what did Chris end up showing you?
I just, I saw the big room where the robot is and the
Yeah.
machine shop, and that's basically all I saw.
Okay.
I think. And maybe, yeah, I saw the CNC machines, which is one of the things I'm more interested in.
An Omni? This is Omni, the lab dog.
Awesome. What's over here?
This is just basically office space.
Okay.
There's the, like I said, this place used to be a YMCA. There's also racquetball courts. And
Working racquetball court?
there used to be working racquetball courts. Now they're,
Quite a fair amount of racquetball.
let's see. They're, the ceilings used to have like drywall. And, well, as you can see, there's no drywall up there.
No.
No, they tore all that down, repainted, did the floors. This is the video editing area.
Okay.
You know, one of the things they do is make videos, post them online. Oh yeah, and there's 3 more of them.
3 more of them.
3 more of them. And hi,
Which studio is this?
D.
Very good.
Yeah. Up there is the master control.
No master controls.
What?
You can bring 'em up.
Okay. Another one of the racquetball rooms. The only problem is I don't know what these rooms are going to be in the future. Sorry?
Like I could talk.
Yeah.
Linear editing, production videos.
Yes. I found 4 feet, but that's not long enough. Hang on. It's going to be audio recording, and the furthest one is eventually going to be still photography, but for now it's live demonstration.
Okay. Got it? Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Such a cool asset for the building.
Oh, yeah.
There's another one.
Yeah. For a short period of time, this was like some sort of a FEMA place.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, I'm sure like a couple months. But it's been a few things. Largely, I think it was the YMCA here.
Yeah, that would make sense.
And right back up to master control. They have, as you can see, the camera is all over the place. This is where they control the live stream and the IRC. This is the right over here. That's where they do their radio show. So not only is there the live stream, the captain's blog, and a couple other blogs, there's also a radio station here.
Cool.
Not like broadcast over the airwaves, but internet one.
Right.
Yeah. And that's pretty much the nickel tour.
Now, I understand this because of my experience in the industrial fields and stuff like that. I'm a machine builder, but what size cutter did she use? Do you guys know this?
I guess she probably used a whole bunch of different cutters.
Right. But
she would be able to answer that for you at the end when you see her at the end of the tour.
Are you referring to the CNC or the actual cutter heads themselves?
well, the CNC, the cutters themselves.
Oh, okay.
16th inch diameter ball nose kind of thing to go through and get this kind of detail and stuff. So.
It's
Yeah,
something
that
she'd
I,
be able to
yeah,
do.
yeah.
I mean, she has a whole arsenal of bits down there. I wouldn't surprise me if she didn't use a half dozen at least.
Yes, yes.
Rough cut, clean cut. So.
Yeah, all on the sheet router.
Yeah.
So this is the main lobby. There,
Okay.
it's kind of got a whole bunch of computers set out here that you can sort of use.
Okay.
It's got a couple different iterations. And there's one of our live stream cameras that probably streams right now to hundreds of people on the internet
That are watching.
that are watching.
Do you want to wave? Okay. Now, question for you. You guys, the old computer.
Yes. It's actually a terminal.
Terminal, okay.
Computer.
How old is this?
Oh, it's 1980s technology.
Okay.
Probably. Maybe earlier than that.
This is when I was young. My first computer was a Commodore 64.
Kind of looks like a Commodore PET.
Yeah.
It's an Ohio Scientific dumb terminal. It really is just, it doesn't do anything but pretty much display text on the screen. We have it set up to connect up to the IRC. We've got our IRC channel, so this terminal is on the IRC right now. You can type on it and talk to anybody that's on the IRC right now.
Okay. Now, I don't know a lot about computers, but what is IRC?
Internet Relay Chat.
Okay.
You know, like text messaging?
Okay.
It's like, instead of text messaging to one person, it's text messaging to a group of people.
Oh, okay. All right. So like the old party phones
Yeah,
from way back when.
but with text.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. So that's it. Yeah, this is actually just a Linux box. We've got it talking to this. So this guy just is kind of the, he's kind of the handshake. He's the middleman. He's the actual computer
Right.
of this thing.
Okay. Are you guys going to do sort of like evolutions of computers and things like that?
We have a whole bunch of stuff that will eventually come out of the archive area.
Yeah.
All the old stuff, but right now it's still going down at the campsite. The renovations are happening.
How long have you guys been here?
This is going on.
Third year. 2 years maybe.
2 years.
2 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
In this location. Yeah.
But as a hacker space, it's been 10 plus years now. So, where do we want to go next? Robotics? It's kind of clutter.
I don't know.
I've
When
never
you're
closed.
done,
Yeah.
you go upstairs.
All right, so let's walk this way. Start from upstairs, work down.
Okay.
I'm
fine with clutter, so.
Have you taken them upstairs then?
No, let's have that first.
That's where I'm going. These, talk about studios and all that.
Yeah, we'll get to that when we're back down too. And these are our current projects we're working on renovating. I can over that. I can talk about the upstairs rooms.
Now I heard you guys also have an old audio video production board down there?
Yeah, that's where we're at right now.
Which one is
On the internet.
It's on the internet.
Oh, okay. Radio on the internet. Okay.
But we actually have, cameras going, so they'll be able to switch, see who's talking, whatever. And it streams out on the internet, Thursday nights typically. I believe it is.
It hasn't happened the last few years.
It hasn't happened because we've been renovating, so we just haven't, while the dust is flying, we didn't want to get into all that, so it's been hiatus for the last couple of weeks anyway, but actually won't be long before it's back on again. And once we're open to the public, it's a lot more non-stop, we'll be broadcasting all the
Did you guys just talk about anything and everything?
That depends. It's just,
It is an open forum for them to discuss. It's just a bunch of people discussing stuff. Sometimes they play trivia type games. The calling numbers so the outside world can interact with them as well.
yeah, we can bring you up on Skype. You know, so if you got it on your computer, we can bring you up on here so, and interact with the guys here at the station. Yeah,
You guys are the experts in all fields down here, and
more or less. This is the master control. This actually brings in all of the cameras throughout everywhere.
Okay.
And you can see, I mean, there's a picture of us. This is the preview monitor, the program monitor, and this one's going out to broadcast.
okay.
We're broadcasting this right now. In the way this works, you can see this is a previews down here. These don't go on the air, so if I want to see, you know, there's down MDH, and some of these need to get. We're working on getting them. That's radio, but I don't have the cameras off right now. This is master control. That's us. These are the studios. Your mail. There's a lobby. There's a roof cam. Captain's quarters. So. And then what I can do is I say, well, if I want to put the roof cam up, I can hit this button. And now we're broadcasting the roof cam out to everybody in the building.
Okay.
And hit it again and it goes back. And then this, you see how I've got text and all that stuff? I've built a box down here that does all that stuff. And then the controller. So if I want to change something up here, it changes real time. And we can run we can produce the whole show, anything that's going on here, right here. I can do stuff like picture-in-picture and bring up 2 different video feeds where I can show video and people talking or...
Now this was the old board for
TVA.
Yeah, this is what they did to run their TV station.
Similar. I mean,
Okay.
this is their board, but they didn't have like this stuff here that I've got going out.
Okay.
We just built that.
Okay.
That was with donations from the guys out on the internet. Gave us the money to build the PC for it. I installed it, configured it, set up the templates to do the scrolling, set up the connections out to the real world so that it'll scroll across current weather and stuff like that on the bottom. There's all sorts of stuff we can do. We're just getting started with it, so it's a whole thing. But it comes through here, and we've got several computers up here. Here's an encoder computer. This is that's the computer that actually does the encoding before it goes out to the internet.
Okay.
This computer actually controls. It's a software that ties this board into the video switcher and the audio switcher. They're all separate boxes up underneath it.
Okay.
That's what this PC does, and then this, I think that was empty still. And this one is the one that puts the templates on.
Where did you learn all this stuff?
Here.
You just learned it here?
Yeah.
Okay.
This stuff showed up and we're told to have at it.
Just go for it.
Electronic playground for you guys.
Oh yeah.
It's beyond sometimes it's even beyond electronics.
It said, here's the manuals for it right there.
Okay.
It said, here's the manual, have fun.
Okay.
So in the course of a few weeks, they started learning about how to set this stuff up, how to get it configured so it comes up with nice stuff, how to make sure that how Genlock works, which is a whole project that we're going to be working on probably today, which is
the things not to do because it causes the whole thing to break. We've learned it all the hard way. So.
Oh yeah, a lot of it's. a lot of times we break things when we're in the process.
It's the best way to learn, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes it gets painful and expensive, but it's the best way to learn.
Yeah.
You want to show off the IRC? If the IRC computer's up running real quick.
Let's see if I can show them. This is giving me trouble last night. It's still up there.
I guess not.
It was up last night, but
Now, are you basically setting these up as almost like broadcast studios?
I'll walk you through them.
Okay.
Go through them.
Okay.
They each have a different purpose, and I hopefully get it right when I go through.
Okay.
See if we can fire it back up. But yeah, it comes out of here. What actually happens, it goes out of this into our caster box, out of the caster box, through this compressor.
Okay.
So we've got some of the best sounding audio on the internet.
All right.
And then it goes out of that in the encoder and then
Okay, now
to everybody.
for me to catch on to what you're doing, I'm not real tech savvy when it comes to these things, but the compressor, basically what you're doing is taking all the information, compressing it down to a small little package, is that correct?
What the compressor does, this is an audio compressor, what it does is instead of the audio going wah, 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 like this, what we do is we say, you can only be like right here. That's as far as you can go. So when the audio comes in and it's over what we want, the compressor says, hey, you got to be here.
Okay.
And then that way we don't, you know, if you've ever had an amplifier and you turned up the inputs too loud and you hear the clipping, this prevents that.
Okay.
It allows the audio to come in and sound nice, sound right, without going out and you know, breaking things and sounding like crap.
And it also helps when you have a couple of dynamic personalities here where they can go from a level speaking voice to an overly excited, loud voice all of a sudden.
Okay.
It keeps it pretty steady and
Yeah, it keeps the signal, you know, pretty much the same all the time, so that it's not, you don't hear quiet and then loud and then quiet and then loud. It's, you know, yeah. This is the IRC computer, so that we can talk to the internet up here.
And you guys can pull in audio from all the different camera feeds too, right?
Well, yeah, all the audio comes in right here.
Okay.
You want to ask the IRC verbally to announce where they're located and one of his usual stunts to show off how many people?
Yeah, we can, and I can get on the microphone here and talk to everybody out on the internet as well. We'll come right across from the live feed. So, yeah, I can sit right here and this is
all right, well thank you gentlemen.
number 5 probably. Hey guys. Hey guys. There it is.
Ask them to announce where they're from just to show the variety of people.
Hey guys, can you post where you're from? Out on the IRC there. See if they
Yeah, speech to text there. Takes what you say.
Well, they hear it verbally.
They hear it.
Reply back just by text.
They hear it coming over this.
Okay.
Matter of fact, can you hit preview number 2 there a second? Keep going. Go to radio, I think it is. Or master control, next one over. Right there. Turn up the mic. Okay. Check, 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 check. Can you hear me now? All right.
Cool.
Hey guys, can you post where you're from out there?
So as you're going to see, they're not just local people.
Denmark,
Florida. Australia. Mars. Wow.
Someone had to put the
There's always a smart one in the group.
Oh yeah.
Hello, tour.
Mars, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. brands. Yeah, so they're
What's really nice about IRC is if you've got a question, someone probably knows an answer to it, and we get called on quite a bit for different things.
Oh,
That's where I start off.
Okay.
And,
Are most people able to do the IRC like at home?
anybody can.
Oh
I
yeah.
got a computer at home. I never.
Yeah,
you have home and internet, yeah.
Okay.
IRC is a technology that goes way back, I want to say in the early days of browsers even, and it became a dying breed with Facebook and all these other chat programs, but the real key to IRC was the fact that you could have a server here, a server in France, and a server someplace else, and they'd all relay the information between them, so you were local to where you were at the time.
I want you to wave to them. Camera's back there.
Back there. All right, let's carry on.
All right.
Thanks, guys. Where were they?
They're on the MDH.
I'll be back up. I guess we'll hit the other thing we have going as well, one of the emergency feeds that we have is our roof camera.
Okay.
The nice thing about the roof camera is it'll actually let us control where we're positioning that. We can zoom right in, zoom out, turn on the white instead, wrong one. And position it wherever we want. It's basically a nighttime feed most of the times nowadays until our Casper system gets a little further along. But it's it's a test in order there's something actually happening in the action.
Okay. What's Casper feed?
Casper is the software that is doing the titling right now on our feed. It will long-term also be doing pre-scheduled broadcasts of old recordings.
Okay.
On YouTube, there's a channel with all the different recordings that the Geek Group has made over time, including all the blogs that are now recording here as well.
Yeah.
And people just send you boxes of cables?
Donations of boxes of cables. We have people to randomly send us cables as well.
Okay.
Usually maybe the sort of stuff people just send that certain scene in the corner that they thought at some point would be a fun thing to have and never made use of, so to get rid of it, they did. And I'll show you that when we get downstairs.
You know what that is, Caleb? You know what that is? Okay.
We'll get
We'll
that.
find out.
So this is Studio A, and it's predominantly used currently by the Woodturners Guild. They hold a monthly session here. We're in the process of renovating it. As you can see, we took down the ceiling that used to be put for any bright lights in. It's due for paint of coat and new flooring. Floor is actually they're working on getting a donation for the floor. Okay. In exchange for some video services. Okay. Room is used pretty much right now for that. I'm guessing it'll be probably used by other groups once because they're more probably the.
Now you said the wood turning group.
Yes.
The only thing I can think of is basically the lathes and like.
Once a month, they come in here, they have a presenter come in, and they broadcast it out to the internet as well, and it's showing different things you can do with the lathe.
See the green button right there? Press it and hold it down for 3 seconds. You can now tell your friends that you've driven a $1.3 million industrial robot. It's 10 foot, 10 and a half inches tall. It weighs more than your car. And just to make it work, you need that refrigerator-sized brain and power supply. You need massive 480 volt power, 3 phases of it. And you need the 67,500 pound base plate that it sits on. The floor you're standing on is a regular concrete floor. It's about this thick, okay? This floor is that thick. It took 3 giant cement trucks to fill the hole with concrete. And you get to drive it. Welcome to the Geek Group.
Don't crash.
Yeah, don't break it. Because man, you're in big trouble to break it. But the way it works is the screen on it broke, and the part for the new screen is like $400 just for the screen, and that's if you buy it on eBay and fix it yourself. You don't even want to know what Kuka wants to try. So what we did is said, well, screw that, it's a computer screen. Well, we just got a big ass monitor and put it up there, and that's the same screen here. Look, so that's the full screen, and that's the full screen right there, where we hooked up an external keyboard so that you can come here, and if you want to learn about robots, you can sit down with the KUKA Bible that we wrote, and it's every technical bit of data about that robot that you could possibly need to know to make that robot do every single thing it can possibly do. And you can come here as a member and sit down right there and play all day and just read the books, learn about the robot, and make it move. My job is to just make sure you don't kill yourself with the robot. Because if you see the stickers down there, there's a little red German dude. He's dead now. There's a sticker on every side of the robot, all the way around, little dead German dude. Because the robot right now doesn't know you're here. It can't tell that. It also doesn't care. Jeff is a KUKA KR350 Model 1. What that means is KR is KUKA Robot. 350 means 350 kilogram capacity. That's 770 pounds. It can move at 2 meters a second. That's at nominal speed, at full load, which means it can take the engine out of the Escalade and chuck it through that wall and be totally okay doing that.
And do it over.
Yeah, and do it
and over and over again.
That's what it does. It's also delicate enough to pick up an egg.
And just so you know, if you're between the point at which it's throwing and the point at which it's picking, you're like the dead German.
Now, we're going to
No offense
turn
to Germans.
This is the key. Okay, we're going to put the key down to the little T, which is the teach mode, and we're going to look at the screen. Now, this means no manual control. So, well, we want some manual control. So we're going to get manual control, and we've got axis by axis control. We're going to go to the world coordinate system. No, we'll go to the world coordinate system. Alright, now this is where it gets really cool. This, you know how we were talking about little dead German dudes? This is actually called a dead man switch. This is here so that in the event of what we refer around the lab to as an oh shit situation, you have to squeeze this for anything to happen. The minute you let go and drop this and start running, the robot stops. So you have to squeeze this. Now watch down this side, that's these buttons here. When I squeeze this, these all change. When I let go, it goes back, okay? So I squeeze these, and now I have X, Y, Z, A, B, C. Now, those are Cartesian coordinates. He's interested in learning about CNC, so he's already on to what we're about to do. X is from you to me. Okay, so come on over here. This is X. Okay, plus X, minus X. This is Y. Okay, plus Y, minus Y. And this is Z. Plus Z, minus Z. So if you take this controller and you grab this bar, you just keep that, it's like a big mouse button, you click that in. And if you press plus, this is X, Y, Z, if you press plus X, the robot, now this is amazing that it can do this, okay? It doesn't sound like a lot, but you gotta remember, this is 6 different motors, okay? There's 1, there's this black motor right here, that's 2, okay, that moves the arm like this. That's 3, which moves the arm like this. 4, which turns the wrist. 5, right here, and then 6 turns the end plate. 6 different motors. And when you push plus in X, this is going to go perfectly forward. This plate right here, this is all that matters. The robot doesn't care about anything else. It's going to move this perfectly forward, which means all the motors have to move to keep that totally aligned. Because it's going to have to do this. It has to unkink the elbow to go straight out. So hold that down, press that button, watch. It's going to move very slowly because you're in teach mode. In fact, it's moving really, really slow. Hang on a second. Oh, you have to hold it down. Oh. Like this. That's good. Move it up. Hold it right there. See it move? Now, you bring it right out, and it's okay until you hit a software stop. The robot will lock when you try and do something it can't do. So stop about there, you're not going to be able to. No. watch this. Take it. See, you can hang from the arm, and it doesn't flinch at all. It doesn't move. You can. It's just sitting there. You can jump right on it, and you're not going to break it. That's why it has the 67,000-pound floor. So you can do this. Now you're also something linear. Press up and Z. X, Y, Z. Third row down, plus. It doesn't care I'm here. It doesn't even notice I'm here. It knows I'm here. It can feel the weight because it takes an increased amount of energy to lift that. But I don't weigh that much.
It doesn't know if it's him, a human, or
yeah, it doesn't know
metal.
that I'm a he or anything like that. I'm an increased load on air. But this, take it back minus in X. Keep going. You gotta hold it down. It's designed to fail safe. The minute you let go of anything, it stops. And if it's really, really bad, you hit the big red button. And that's usually followed by run like hell. Now we're going to bring it back until this lines up with this, so come right on over here. We're going to line that up right here. Okay. When it gets there, just let go. Okay. Now watch this. You can, if you're suitably, we're going to wait a second and just listen. You'll hear it click. Hear that? That's the brakes coming out. You can, in fact.
He's gonna do it.
Come right up on it. And it doesn't care that I'm here. You can move it. You can bounce and move, and it doesn't even wiggle a little tiny bit. It's a for serious robot. Because everybody needs a pet robot.
You used to ride horses.
Squeeze. Down and see it. Watch what happens. What it's doing is called kinematics. It's computing all these, it's doing a lot of math all at once to make everything line up. But this is only going to move perfectly straight down. Everything else is going to flip and spin and twist and all that, but this is going to move perfectly straight down. Until it locks up in a second. Stop. Because the next thing it's going to lock up is right here. You'll hit the software, the hardware stop. Once this gets too close to this, it's going to go, ah! And just stop and freak out. So let's take it home. We'll put it back into the program mode. Arm the submit interpreter. There we go. Everybody's clear the robot. First thing we gotta do is take it home. Because this is where the robot wants to be at rest when everything's perfectly in balance. So that's Heather there, which is Jeff's little sister. That's a KR-125. And that's about 2 of you. What do you weigh, about 120 pounds, give or take?
Yeah.
Okay. That's 125 kilogram capacity. There's 2.2 pounds to the kilogram, so that'll pick up 2 of you. And chuck you across the room. That's
Through the wall.
Larry, Curly, and Mo. Those are 3 little robots. We also have Bert and Ernie downstairs. So you want to see some lightning?
Yes.
Where are you guys going? Oh, okay. How about you?
Yeah.
Do you have a TV station in your high school? Or just a radio station? The Lowell High School has used to have a TV station. I think it's just a radio station now.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
She's still in 8th grade.
Okay. That's one of our knocks. We have 3.
Oh, that is cool.
Do either of you have any type of biomedical implants? Pacemakers, hearing aids, insulin pump?
Nope.
Okay. Do you have any piercings I can't see?
I have my belly button, that's it.
Is it a ring or is it a straight through?
Hoop.
It's a hoop? Does it have a metal bead or a glass bead?
Metal, I think.
Metal? Don't think, no.
I think it's metal. It's
The
not
look.
glass.
It's a captive bead?
Yeah, it's just a very
Okay,
weird
look at it
bead.
and make sure it's metal. It's metal?
Yeah.
Okay, you're fine. Because this is a really big radio transmitter, and that is a little antenna. If it's metal, it conducts electricity. If it's plastic or glass, a spark jumps across it, and you make a really cool squeaky noise. That's nothing. You want to see some of the places people get those.
Do you want it?
She's fine.
You're good?
I'm fine.
Okay.
It's fine. It's totally cool.
Now, you have no idea what you're getting ready to see, do you?
Nope.
You even know where to look.
The two big things in the middle.
Yeah, okay. Stand right here. This is the best spot. Are you nervous yet?
A little.
You should be. Now, this is cool. This is aluminum pre-filter. It's the filter used for automotive paint booths. Okay, this holds the delicate spongy filter inside. This is just aluminum mesh. There's nothing to it. It's just gungy old aluminum mesh. This is how we recycle it in a very cool way. Now you can see it, you can touch it, you can feel that it is quite real and it's made of metal, right? Okay. We're gonna take it over here.
Ah, that smell is amazing.
That's what science smells like.
Yes.
Now we're going to take this piece of aluminum and put it here on this little test stand. Now you know what a battery is. Do you know what a capacitor is?
Yeah.
A capacitor is just like a battery, except it's a device that stores an electrical charge, kind of chemically. It uses an electrolyte and all that, but it's like a battery, for simple terms. And a D-cell battery, or like a AA battery, holds 1.5 volts at maybe an amp, okay? If you think of electricity like water in a pipe, voltage is how many pounds per square inch pressure, okay? Potential difference, how high the waterfall is, or how far your hose will shoot, that's voltage. Amperage is how many gallons per minute, so how big around your pipe is. These are capacitors. Now remember how a AA battery holds like 1.5 volts? Each one of these holds 450 volts. They hold 2,000 microfarads of charge. There's 4 of them in a row, so 450 times 4 gives us a nice, easy 1,800. Now, as your dad just mentioned, a wall outlet at home is 120 volts at an absolute maximum of 20 amps. You won't find any outlet in your house that is capable of giving you more than 20 amps, and most of them can't even give you that. It's usually 15 for household stuff. You'll notice all the machines in this room need a key. That's how you know when you're playing with fun stuff. So we're going to turn that on. We're going to set this to charge. That is the big red button of science. Now.
Remember the cartoons? Never hit the red button?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now watch
Get
this.
ready.
That is how many volts we have, 0.1, okay? $150. We are now at more than a regular wall outlet. A regular wall outlet's 120 volts. Your oven at home is 240 volts for like a big electric oven or a big electric water heater. Your whole house runs on 240 volts. $480 volts. That's what the big robot runs on. This whole building runs on 480 volts. This is fun part of my job. That's 1,000 volts. Now, your whole house runs on maybe 100 amps. If it's an apartment, 1,000 square foot apartment, probably have a 60 amp electrical service at 240 volts. This whole building runs on 800 amps. Now, this is a simple DC circuit, so the math is easy. Volts times amps equals watts, and watts is the amount of work you can do with it. When we discharge this, we're going to discharge, we'll take it up to a full 1,800. So it's 1,800 volts. It'll have an output capacity of 80,000 amps. Now, volts times amps gives us 144 million watts. That's 144 megawatts. Now, this is the big red button of science. It's very important that you follow my instructions exactly. If you don't, everybody dies. So, you're going to hear this sound 3 times. You want to look out there. You can see the test stand.
Yeah.
You don't want to go in there. The shock wave will blast the skin off your skeleton. But you want to look out there, and after you hear the 3 times, I'm going to say, clear to fire. When I say that, this is the hard part, you have to step on the button. Now you'll notice nothing happens right now. That's because this is like a missile system, it takes 2 people. So you, sir, are going to come over here and hold down the big red button up here. You just hold this down when we get there. Okay? So you're going to hold down that button, this arms the system. Okay. And if that's held down and she pushes the button, there's a big boom. So when you hear this the second time, push the button down, because it won't fire until she does her thing.
Okay.
Now it's very important that both of you don't look at your damn buttons. You want to look out there, because that's where all the awesome happens.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
It is very common that people in your position will look at their foot. I assure you, your foot will be exactly the same through this whole thing. There's nothing exciting happening down here. Out there, it's over in 3,000ths of a second. So it's very fast. Blink. That took you 60 thousandths of a second to blink. This is over in 3. It's really fast, okay? So you're just going to hear, and on the second one of those, you do that. I'll say clear to fire. You step on that. Everybody looks out there, and there's a big damn boom, okay? So here, we're going to top this off. Oh, that's a little better. We're going to top this off, go all the way back, because we want to give you the big bang. We'll take it all the way up to 1,800 volts. All right. The system is ready to fire. You get on your button, you get on your button, everybody look out there, are we ready? Yes, sir. Clear to fire. Oh, shit! Why are you getting video out there? She just pissed herself. And you're shooting it. I got tons of video of experience.
Yeah, I don't.
She's
Do you see a big blue spot in your eyeballs?
It's usually blue or green, yeah.
No, I can't
Purple.
hear it here.
That's alright, you're young, that'll grow back. Welcome to Geek Crew.
We just did this, you just spent another 70 bucks.
Actually, it's not that expensive. That runs off a microwave oven transformer.
Okay.
Yeah, I just spent like 10 cents.
Okay, now, she grew up with horses in her life.
Okay.
So an interesting concept and correlation between the two.
How many
is,
horsepower?
Well, watts. 746 watts equals a horsepower,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah.
Ish. Yes. So, how many watts was here?
That was 144 megawatts.
144 megawatts.
144 million watts.
144 million watts.
But,
divided by 7.
okay, you got it there.
Relatively
You're right.
But not
you are right,
Okay.
but context matters.
Okay.
And you're right, like at the Mythbusters level, right?
Okay.
Okay. If we get in the Lotus right now, okay, and we all hop in the Lotus and we go out, we hop on the Leonard and we make the turn, get ready to go on the highway. Okay, and we're there at the traffic light and we're totally at rest. Stop, peel out, right? And we accelerate to 70 miles an hour. It's awesome, it's great. It sets you right back in your seat. It's just like, and it's cool, right? If we, and let's say that takes us from 0 to 70 takes us 4 seconds, okay? That's an awesome feeling. It's great. It's better than sex. And we take that car and we're cruising down the highway at 70 miles an hour.
And you won't know that until you're 28.
Yeah, you've got at least 15, 20 years on that one. But we take the car at 70 miles an hour and we drive into a bridge abutment, okay? And the bridge does not flex at all. Now, all we've done is expend the exact same amount of energy. It takes just as much energy to stop the car as it does to get the car moving.
Okay.
But time matters. That 4 seconds that we accelerated under, what made it fun and awesome, the 5 milliseconds that we decelerate under as the trunk of the car comes through our skull is rather unpleasant. It happened very fast. This machine is powered, honest to God, by a microwave oven transformer. Like parts from a junk microwave. That's it. It plugs in the wall. This doesn't have a big giant, it really does, just plug in the wall. And we take that 20 amps, because we're maxing it right out, we're sucking everything we possibly can out of the wall. And that's why it takes so long to charge. And we take a minute and a half and we build all that energy up. But it's just a microwave. But it's a minute and a half of all that energy, just stuffing it into a bag. And then we let it all out at once. And it's the same thing as like the old, remember the old Daisy BB guns where you pump and you pump and you pump and you're putting all that energy in, and then, but you release it very quickly. We take a minute and a half and then release all that energy in 0.003 of a second. So you get this huge amount of energy. But if you had to take all that energy, that 144 million watts in little 3 seconds, and if you had to run a microwave with that, it's only enough energy to nuke a cup of coffee. It's a minute and a half. Okay. So it's all in how it's perspective. So yes, it's like 100 billion horsepower, but it's only enough to make 100 billion horses fart, because after that you're out of energy. It's just very quick. Okay. So it's this huge amount of energy for a very, very short amount of time. And that's the long one. That one takes 0.003 of a second. We have one downstairs that, did you take them down, show them high energy?
No, I didn't know where high energy was.
That's okay. It's not part of the official public tour. We don't show people that. But we have, I have one in my pocket. All right, yeah. I don't have a quarter. Oh yeah, I do. Here. That's a quarter. You know it, you love it. You've seen quarters many times. So is that. That is 1.8 billion watts of energy. That's 100,000 amps at 6,000 volts, and it's a tiny god. But this is, nothing ever touched that quarter. There's the exact same amount of metal there. This is the same thing. If you flip it over, you see the head, everything, there's all the detail, it's just oomphed. It happened inside a really big electromagnetic field. That big boom there, this is called thumper. The one in the basement's called stomper, and it makes a really big boom. We have to put it down in a bunker, and it's vicious. So yeah, this one we don't even need a blast containment or anything. We just big boom and the whole room rings and everybody goes, yeah! Downstairs it's in a concrete and steel laminated box, and there's fiberglass reinforced concrete, and it scares the hell out of me every time it goes up. But when it fires, the building shakes. And you hear, like you could be in the machine shop, which is a block away, and and we sell those for $10. So yeah, this is the second one we ever made. The first one we gave away to a kid who was hanging out in a room that day. We were like, here, have fun. It's the first one ever. But yeah, this is just some of the toys we do here. So yeah, that's a geek with a new kid. I gotta figure out how to power that thing. I was not looking at it. Okay. So, what do you guys think?
Amazing.
I thought you might like
Not that
it.
not that I want to see the stomper work, but can we just see it?
Yeah, you can see it.
Okay.
Here, I'll take you down here. This is, well, we'll go this way, it's easier.
Okay.
There's a series of rabbit warrens down through the middle of the building.
Just out of curiosity, are you the ultimate brain behind all of this? Or?
Oh God, no.
Okay.
No, I'm just a janitor.
Okay. One thing in life you realize, the smartest people you ever meet in the world are not what you expect. Janitor.
No, I'm just one of the maintenance staff. My job's to keep things running.
High energy physics labs.
This is Stanford. And this is the blast chamber. It's B4 stainless steel. The inner area is filled with like 11 bags of fiberglass reinforced. We took concrete, like mortar mix, no rocks, and mixed it with really long fiberglass, like 2-3 inch fiberglass. So it's all really tightly bound together. And then there's big bolts that go through for lifting it and all that. And then inside we fill it with sand. And quarters go in there in a special thing, and we put all the sand in, they put the lid down, they latch the lid, and then they charge it up, and it discharges through these giant cables. And remember the little pop can size capacitors upstairs? These are the capacitors for this. They weigh about 300 pounds apiece. It's vicious when it goes off, and this isn't the big one.
What are the physics behind this? I mean, basically
Electromagnetic metal forming.
Electromagnetic
metal forming.
Metal forming.
Yeah, you want to see how it works? I can't turn it on for you, but I can show you how it works with a different machine.
Yes.
Yeah, we can do that. Sure. By the way, this is not the big one. This is the medium one. That's the big one. This will be the power cabinets.
Jesus.
These
what are
two
you going to do
will
with
be
this?
the power charging cabinets. These, we go from 3 capacitors to 6, and these are giant.
Are you going to drive a car in and make like Matchbox cars?
No, that's not a bad idea. We're going to crush quarters, but we're going to crush a quarter every 10 seconds. Wow.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah. So far, we figured out how to get the process down to about with that machine, it takes about 10 minutes. With this machine, we can get that down to pretty easily about 1.5 minutes. And I want to get it down where it's down to about 10 seconds. Because we want to be able to sell the quarters a lot cheaper. That's the idea. Right now, we're selling them for 10 bucks a piece.
Right.
And if I can get them down to like $2 a piece, then I got something. But doing that without an army of like, I don't know, little East Asian children workers that are, you know, like build my own sweatshop. It's really hard to do that. I have no problems with building my own sweatshop. But here, I'll teach you about electromagnetic metal forming and repulsive dynamics.
Thank you.
We'll go right through here.
So you got Thumper and Stomper, and what is the other one going to be named?
What, the big one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the Stomper Mark V prototype, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, the series is just...
Are there any more of those things in the world?
No, that's the only one. Oh, you mean quarter crushers?
Well, yeah.
There's like 2 or 3 of them. There's a couple guys that have built them. There's not a lot.
Okay. This is just anywhere and everywhere kind of building, isn't it? You get things...
Oh, there's a chemistry lab, computer lab. You're just seeing the big picture stuff.
Okay.
Ready for fun. Mommy!
Mommy dog.
Okay, 3 of those little capacitors.
Okay.
And... Cool. Alright, put your hand up here.
Okay.
Alright, now, if I hold this button down, we charge it up, and when I let go of the button, nothing happens, right? Nothing moved, you didn't feel anything. Okay. What happened? Did you feel anything?
No, I didn't feel anything.
You can take your hand off.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to put that on there. Clear the machine. Alright, now, under this is a coil of wire.
Okay.
See it? Little thin coil of wire. And when we charge it, when you hold down the button, it charges up the caps. When you let go, it dumps all the energy of the capacitors into the thing.
Okay.
And that creates a magnetic field.
Okay.
Alright, now, electricity and magnetism are the same thing. Okay?
Okay.
Wherever you have one, you have the other. So if you have a magnet and you have a wire, and you move the magnet near the wire, it generates electricity.
Okay.
If you have a wire and a magnet and you put electricity through the wire, it'll make the magnet want to move. Okay? So when we put the electric current through the wire, it creates a magnetic field, and that magnetic field comes out and goes boom, like that, just for an instant. Okay?
Okay.
And as it's moving and collapsing, it's inducing an electrical charge in the disc. This is a disc of aluminum. It conducts electricity very well. So now we've created a magnetic field, and that magnetic field is in the aluminum. And that magnetic field in the aluminum creates electricity in the aluminum, which runs around in a circle. Okay?
Okay.
That electricity running around in a circle creates a magnetic field. And that magnetic field fights this magnetic field. So hold down the button. Actually, we'll let her do it. Here, you get to push the button again. This is your whole thing. Push your red buttons. Now just hold it down.
Anything gonna happen?
Well, it's always going to happen, but
There won't be a big giant boom. It's totally safe. I almost never injure people. Almost. There was that one kid, but nobody liked him anyway. It's just so much blood. All right, now watch the ring really closely, because it's going to move just a little tiny bit. Okay. Why don't you let go of the damn button? Why do you gotta break shit? Why? Just you can't take her anywhere. I know. Yeah. You broke it. But you felt nothing here moves.
Right.
It's just electromagnetic. So yeah, when you do that, it leaves. It's out of there. Well, if it can't jump, if the coil actually goes around it, it's still trying to get away, but it can't. So the coil goes out and the quarter goes in.
Okay.
And it's so much energy that it crushes. It's a lot bigger capacitors than that.
Right.
But just boom, and it just crushes the quarter.
Wow.
Yeah. And this is a little baby one. I got a bigger version of this on a cart. It'll launch those damn things through the ceiling. It's really cool. This is our baby ring launcher. We have one in the other room. We call it tosser. So.
And all you do is just run that right off 110?
Yeah, it just plugs in.
110 a little.
You can do a lot with 110 volts if you know how to handle it right.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is what we do. It's a fun place. You should come in. You need to meet Moose. Follow me.
Okay.
Omni dog. This is Omni. She's actually really important around here. She's on the board of directors.
Okay.
She really is. She's on the board of directors.
Does she make food decisions?
No, she's in charge of human resources. The
Okay.
system is if the dog doesn't like you, odds are nobody else will. So far, she's been pretty spot on.
Making brackets.
For what? Cameras?
Yeah, you want like 6, 8 more brackets, don't you?
Show me what you got. Yeah, I do.
All right. Well, I have a couple in.
All right. This is Moose.
Hi, just a minute. We're on our very first pass.
Oh, okay. When I make mistakes, there's big explosions and fire and stuff. And they screw up out here every now and then. This thing just throws something across the room. It's really cool.
It's like a chainsaw. There's certain very effective tool, but there's certain spots you don't want to stay in.
Yeah. So what do you do?
Build machines for the automotive industry.
What kind of machines?
So the only thing that you really want to keep in mind is
Anything.
Prototypical fabrication and design.
Yeah. Custom one.
I want your track.
I'm working for a packaging industry right now.
Okay.
They're not really interesting machines. They're very boring compared to what I'm used to building. But what are you looking for specifically?
Old PLC stuff, old switches, old scrap bits of 8020 and things like that. The stuff that, especially when you're building them the new machine, they have the shitty old one that's coming. I want the shitty old one.
Okay.
Because the machine itself, very boring. The parts it's made of, I got a million of her that want to make robots out of it.
Okay.
So I want those parts. And the whole thing's attached right up to them. This is Moose.
Hi.
Moose,
How you doing? Nice to meet
this
you.
is really nice guy and his creepy daughter who broke the ring launcher. So be mean to her. And the dog hates her.
I can tell.
You kids have fun. She has forgotten more about CNC than I'll ever know. You guys have fun. Thank you. What's up? Alright guys, it's 1808 hours and Linux Gecko is here. Tell them who you are and where you came from.
My name's Chris Beck and I'm from Columbus, Ohio. By the way, Google lies. It's always longer to get here. I only just
Did you go to the wrong 902 Leonard?
No.
Because people do that. They just Google 902 Leonard in Grand Rapids and they end up 902 East, which is way the hell out that way. Or there's another 902 Leonard in Ottawa County. There's actually 3 902 Leonards, and people end up at all of them but here. They end up here eventually. It just takes them.
After they go to all the wrong...
Yeah, they end up out in Ada, and then they end up out in Ottawa County, and then they come back here.
Yeah.
And then,
it took 6 hours. Google says 5.
Oh, it's so hard. Just, so you need a thing.
Yes.
What do you need?
I need measurements on an e-stop.
Which e-stop?
For the impulse generator, the automatic charging that Ed's working on.
Okay. He's doing drawings.
He's doing drawings, trying to make sure that everything will fit and that everything will...
Go find Moose. Moose will have calipers. You know how to read calipers?
I'm not sure yet.
Moose can teach you in 30 seconds.
Alright.
Tell Moose you need to borrow a set of vernier calipers.
Alright.
And she will, and then go find the e-stop, measure it. It's easy. It's just going to display a number. They're digital. It's easy. You cannot screw this up. Okay, I trust you.
KP3NTQ wants to know if you guys need another 10 base T.
He called me. He called me. I already talked to him.
Okay.
Yep, it's on its way.
All right.
Don't stick your hand in there. There's boogers. I'm a horrible person. No, not for you.
What?
This is a patch panel that has to go in there eventually. There's a bunch of cables on the back of it because this was installed somewhere and somebody just diked it out. I figured if you needed a moment of quiet repose and a little bit of OCD fun, you could cut all the zip ties and take these out.
Are you aware of what my jaw did?
Yes.
Hey,
Yes, I am.
I will never be in a situation where I have a dearth of
Quiet OCD twiddly shit to do?
yes, exactly.
Okay. All right. Which is why I came over and said, no, not for you. See, I did that whole thing in my head. Huh?
Have you ever had to repeat that? Don't do it.
I taught her how to pick her nose. I'm here to help. I'm an inspiration to children everywhere. Pick your nose. Your parents always freak out about that. Like, oh, it's icky. No, pick your nose. I keep a special fingernail just for it. I'm not going to tell you which one. But I keep a special fingernail for that. I believe, pick it. Pick it, poke it, scrape it, just grind it. Rawr, pick it. Noses are for picking. Noses are for picking! God, you're an icky kid. Oh.
Next.
All right.
Cute and you're smart.
Hi.
Hi.
I know that guy. I know how this ends.
Preview.
They all die in the end.
That's Air Preview.
That's Air Preview. But it only works on HDMI?
I don't know. HDMI is going out and being encoded right now.
So how are we getting your, is that SD? Is that
It's RGB.
coax?
It's RGB.
RGB. Component?
Yes. It's the only way I can do it.
Because that's not at all a, do you know how hard it, okay.
I got a plan.
You got a plan?
I got a plan.
You had a plan when the day started and then it went to hell.
Well, yeah.
You know how many days I wake up with a plan? I wake up, I come in here, I got a whole plan, and then half an hour later, there's so much blood.
Yeah, half my day was up in the ceiling or driving fork truck. So.
Yeah, but you did good, and we fixed it, and the tarps are installed. Yeah. See, that is important.
And now we got this.
Yeah, but now I have a monitor that's like this weird consumer monitor, and it's all pretty, and it doesn't even belong here.
I'm going to get that
it's
down
all
to
messed
there,
up.
but I've got to change some things around underneath a little bit, and I got a plan.
You got to convert component to composite.
I know.
Okay.
And I know how to do that.
Yeah? How are you going to do that?
He's got a plan.
You're going to use that 600 watt,
I'm going to try that.
150 pound behemoth.
I am only going to use half of it. I'm going to try it, see if it works.
All right.
And I'm only going to use half of it.
All right. I'm not going to bitch now. I'm just going to send you the electric bill.
Goodbye.
Omni dog! It's time for dinner. You want to go home and get dinner? It's 15 minutes to dinner. We should go. Yeah. All right. Dog and I, we're going to go eat dinner. I'll be back.
I learned how to run a machine shop.
Set up an enterprise level server.
Program 9-foot robots.
Make lightning!
Edit video.
I'm building a radio station.
Light bulb terrarium.
A high-performance electric car.
I'm a CNC geek.
Computer geek!
Robot geek.
Physics geek!
AV geek.
I'm a radio geek.
Craft geek.
Car buff.
No matter what kind of geek you are, we've got a place for you here at the Geek Group. Come join us. We build awesome.